conclusion of our 10 minutes break. And now we shall move on to the reading and gap filling session. I believe everyone has read the reading passages. No? We shall move on to passage number 1. And you pick a random number to answer these 2 questions for me. Number 30. Who's number 30?
Question 1 is D and question 2 is C.
Thank you. It is the correct answer. And then now it's question 3 and 4. Can I invite number 12, please?
I'm number 12, and my answer for number 3 is A, and number 4 is D. Sorry, I missed the, I'm mistaken. I mean, number 3 is C, and number 4 is B. C and B.
Yeah, thank you. It is the correct answer. Can you give me the reason why you chose C and B?
Because I have done this since you first sent it to the group, so I just circle the answer, and I forgot what the message is about already. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. Next 2 questions. Can I have number 5, please?
Number 5 is C and number 6 is D.
C and D. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's actually C and C. Next 2 questions. Can I have number 9, please? Number 9. Okay, then shall I have number 32, please? Number 32.
The answer for question 7 and 8 for me is C and D.
And can you give a reason for why is that?
Uh, Disagree.
Yeah, it is correct. It's in the passage. Next two questions is the true or false question. Can I have number 26, please?
For question number 9, that
I'm sorry, I can't quite hear you. Can you repeat, please?
uh, for number for question number 9, it's true, and for question number 10, it's false.
Okay, thank you. That's the correct answer. Now we shall move on to reading passage number 2. Can I have number 11, please? Yes, hello. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Can you repeat but louder?
The answer for question number 1 is D, and for number 2, D.
No, thank you. It appears to be correct. Next two questions. Can I have number 18, please?
I got number 3 as C, and number 4 is C.
Okay, thank you. It's correct. Okay, next two questions. Number 13, please. Number 13.
Number 5, I choose C, and number 6, I choose A.
Oh, yes, well done. It's correct. Next, can I have number 7 on these two questions? Number 7.
Hello, I'm not number 7, but number 7 have some network issues, so she cannot answer right now.
Okay. Then can I get number 26, please?
But you just called me.
Okay. Then number 15. 15.
Hello. I choose A and A.
Yes, thank you. It's correct. And for the last two final questions, can I have number 1, please?
Yes. Number 9 is true, and 10 is true.
Oh, I'm sorry. Number 10 is actually false. Now we shall move on to the gap filling section, presented by my good friend Tuấn.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so first, before moving on to the captive test, I would like to call 3 random people to send their gap fill exercises uh on the passage onto the Zalo group. So the first number is number 25. The second number is the number 32, and the final number is the number 22. So 22, 25, and 32. I would like you guys to send your words onto the Zalo group. You guys are allowed. You guys, you guys are given 3 minutes about reading passages. The passage number 1, number 2, and number 4, and they'll have 5 questions. They only have like 4 gaps in each of them. So this is our technical issue. So you guys just have to submit the first 4 answers for each of the passage. Passage 1, passage 2, and passage 4. Uh, so 3 minutes have passed already. But oh yeah, okay. So only Marvin has sent the answer. How about the other two? Yeah, and Tong, thank you very much. So only one number left. I'll give you extra 2 minutes. If you can send me the answer, I would have to give you 1 minus mark. And so we could begin our other section now. I will call a number and you will read on the answer for the first passage for me. Number is number 21. Hello, number 21.
Yes.
Can you give me the answers for the first passage? The whole passage.
The passage one answer for the gap fill is. You mean I say the answer here?
Yeah.
Well, 1D, 2B, 3A, 4D, and 5C.
Yeah, thank you. And now I will show you the answer. I will show you the answer. Yeah, thank you. So the first one, we choose variety. First, we have a range. Range. In the next to the gap, the first gap, there's the word by, and the range don't go with by. We only have range from something to something. To range over, we don't have to range by, so we will eliminate the word range. Second is fluctuate. Fluctuate cannot go before by. We only have to fluctuate between or to fluctuate with. And also to fluctuate means to change continuously, which does not make sense given the context. And the third word is divide. To divide is a transitive verb, therefore it must be associated with an object. And in the paragraph, it has no object, so we cannot choose divide. Oops. The second one, we choose in addition to. So the first word we have is despite of, and despite of is not actually a true word. This is straight up wrong, so we cannot choose it. Uh, even though have to be used with a clause and not with a noun, so we can't do even those. Even though, in spite of requires a contrary clause following it, in which case this is wrong because the clause after that provides more information. It's not a contrary, so we cannot choose in spite of. So in addition to is the correct answer. 3, we choose kindergarten simply because in the context it is written that very young children, typically age 3 and 5, and ages 3 to 5, so they study in kindergarten, so we choose kindergarten. 4, we choose adequate because it is the only adjective that has a positive meaning. The others are all negative and inappropriate in the context. That is already a negative sentence proven by the word does not supply. I mean, we can use the double negative, but the meaning will change. So still, they are not suitable in the context. For the question 5. I forgot to put it. We forgot to put a gap. You can see the word religion here next to the word can also be. This is supposed to be a gap, and religion just the word you have to fill. But yeah, that's our mistake. So moving on to passage 2. I will call a number to give me the answer for the passage number 2. Number number 18. Number 18. Hello, number 18. Is number 18 Nguyễn Phúc Nam? Hello? Number 18. If you don't answer, we'll call another one. Okay, so there's no response from you. So I will call another number. In this case, this is number 5. Number 5.
Yes.
Hello? Oh, you can you give me the answer for the passage number 2? On four of them.
One D, 2B. Oh wait, sorry. This is 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B, 5A.
Yeah, thank you. So I'll show you the number for the passage number 2. Thank you, PowerPoint. So the first question, have to choose between array, align, grouping, and combining. So align is a verb, and in this case, we need like now or the children. So align and both align and array. Align cannot be choose. Array can be a noun, but it has to be an array of something, not solely array something. So it is form. And between grouping and combining, grouping is like they both have the very similar meaning, but they are also somewhat different. Combining means you merge two things into one, and that single thing has like on the characteristics of things that are combined, and we cannot combine human. That would be like straight from a horror movie. So we cannot use combining. So only grouping is true, is an answer in this case. The number 2. So in the passage next to the gap, you can see the italic word, traditions and encounters, which suggests that it is a name of something. And because the following sentence have the quotation mark, we can infer that the text in the quotation mark is taken from a book, a website, or some writing materials. So only according to is true in this case. Next to number 3. So number 3, we choose collapse. Uh, so first thing first, the empire is has been mentioned previously in text, which means it has already existed. So the rise is like wrong because they already have already ruled one area. So they are at the at the at the very best that they can. So they cannot rise. I guess that makes sense to you. Uh, collapse, drop, and break can all possibly mean like the downfall or the disappear. But the right collocation is the rise or the collapse of the empires or the empires collapse. So we have to choose collapse. Also, drop in a meaning of a noun. It is like a an amount of liquid, and the break is like the interval time or the rest or the time that uh or the resting section between in between the event. So it is also wrong. Number four. Number four is a somewhat interesting one. As although in the PowerPoint we also we only put be considerable as an answer, but actually I have also seen people using a sizable number and a plentiful number. So reckon that if they are somewhat popular, uh, bountiful is straight up wrong because for bountiful itself, uh, itself have already means like a large quantity. So we cannot use this with number. You can use a bountiful with like supply. Yeah. Uh, and in this case, I think considerable is the most correct answer, but sizable and plentiful are also valid, pretty solid answers. On to number five. We forgot to put a gap there, so yeah, we're also sorry about this. In fact, we also to push the fifth gap in the fourth paragraph also, fourth passage also. So we are so sorry. Next, I will call a number to give me the answer for the passage number 3. 28, 22. I would like to call number 7. Hello, number 7. Oh, can you give me the answers for the passage number 3?
1 is B, 2 is C.
If you have like issues in your connection, you can type out. Thank you. Okay, thanks Mincho for the answer. I will go through passage number 3 very fast because we only have like 5 minutes left. That's an unfortunate. So PowerPoint, show me the answer for the passage number 3. Yeah, so thank you, thank you. So in the PowerPoint, we say that B which is emphasis, is the correct answer. But did you know that? Don't make another mistake. And both emphasis and stress can be used. In this case, we have to lay or put stress on something, and to lay put emphasis on something, and they are similar to one another. So both A and B are correct. For the number 2, we choose at first because it is very clear that they start to retell the history of Islam school system. So we have to use as first because this is like the first event. We can choose both A, revolutionize, and change. Also, A is more preferable in this case because like it's it have like the more impact on the like social, unlike the historical events. To restore means to return something to an earlier condition, in which case the education system is not described as old or corrupted, so it have no reason to be restored. To redo means to start something over. The education system has already been established and put in use, so it does not need redoing either. So we choose A or B here. Though I would encourage you to choose A over B. And then the question number 4, we choose emerge. So to expose is a transitive verb, so it cannot be used in this case. To rise means to move upward, but buildings cannot do that. Uh, it also means to become more important, but it requires a particular rank or title, like you rise to the top student, something. Yeah, have to have a rank or the title. To proceed means to start or continue as planned. Since universities are buildings or institutions and do not indicate any kind of action, they cannot proceed. And so we choose emerge, which is synonymous with to appear, and it is perfect to describe the action of universities during the 12th century of Europe. And the last question, we choose which. So is it the relative clause coming after the word, the term grammar school? So the relative pronoun must be which, as it is an object, not person, to use who, or point of time to use when, or a location, a place to use where. So we only have like 1 minute left. So PowerPoint, please also show me the answers for the passage number 4. You guys can take a screenshot and check check them if you if you guys are all correct or not. PowerPoint, show me. Yeah, you guys can take a screenshot. There's also the end of our group's presentations today. On Friday, we will see you again in the section of in the last remaining section with our pronunciation, grammar, and listening. So please take a look at them.